Hello children, today my topic is SARC and we are going to study about it. SARC is South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. This is a full form of SARC. These are the flags of the countries who are the permanent members of SARC. Let's read about it. Now this is the introduction to SARC. South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation has the acronym SARC and it was founded in Dhaka on 8 December 1985. Its secretariat is based in Kathmandu, Nepal, and Ishala Ruwan Virkan, a Sri Lankan diplomat who is the current SARC Secretary General in office since March 2020. Organization promotes development of economy and regional integration. The main motive of its existence is to promote development of economic and regional unity. Now, in the ending years of 1970s, the seven inner South Asian nations that included Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka agreed upon the creation of a trade bloc and to provide a platform for the people of South Asia to work together in a spirit of friendship, trust and understanding. And President Ziaur Rahman of Bangladesh and King Birinder of Nepal, they gave a call for close regional cooperation among South Asian countries. After a series of diplomatic consultations headed by Bangladesh, in 1983, the international conference held in Dhaka of its Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the foreign minister of the inner seven countries adopted the Declaration on South Asian Association Regional Cooperation SARC. Officially, the union was established in Dhaka, with Kathmandu being union's Secretariat General. The first SARC summit was held in Dhaka on 7 to 8 December 1985 and hosted by the President of Bangladesh Hussein Ershad. The declaration was signed by King of Bhutan Jigme Singh Wangchuk, President of Pakistan Ziaul Haq, Prime Minister of India Rajiv Gandhi, King of Nepal Birinder Shah, President of Sri Lanka G.R. Jayawardene, and President of Maldives Mayum Gayoom. Now the SARC countries are India, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Maldives, Bhutan, Afghanistan. SARC was founded by seven states in 1985. In 2005, Afghanistan began negotiating their accession to SARC and formally applied for membership on the same year. The issue of Afghanistan joining SARC generated a great deal of debate in each member joining SARC generated a great deal of debate in each member state because including concerns about the definition of South Asian identity because Afghanistan is a Central Asian country. Despite initial reluctance and internal debates, Afghanistan joined SARC as its eighth member state in April 2007. Now, the SARC emblem, two eyes of Buddha, who is the symbol of peace. Member countries of the SARC vow Sankalpa to unite and support one another in the time of need. Two hands together symbolize friendship and goodwill that all seven countries in the region with all dedicated to help each other. Now these are seven pigeons, these are two Buddha eyes, and this is thumb, hand, and golden color. This is SARC's emblem. Now, why SARC was found? Why? What was the objective of SARC? It was to quicken the economic growth, social progress, and cultural development. Actually, the countries which they were the members of SARC, they all wanted that they should work. They wanted to work globally, but they wanted to work with each other as well. So, just to these all were the newly independent countries, and they wanted economic growth, social progress, and cultural development. So, and it was also for the welfare of the people of South Asia to promote their quality of life, to promote mutual trust, understanding, and appreciation of the problems of one another, to promote self reliance among the countries of South Asia, to contribute to an international and regional organization on with similar aims and purposes. And it was also to develop active participation and mutual assistance in the economic, social, cultural, technical, and scientific fields, to make strong cooperation among themselves in the international forums in matters of common interest. Summits. The first SARC summit was held in Dhaka on 7 to 8 December 1985 and hosted by the President of Bangladesh Hussein Ershad. Since then, SARC had 18 summit. The 18th summit held in Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal, during 26 to 27 November 2014. The theme of the summit was deeper integration for the peace and prosperity, focused on enhancing connectivity between the member states for easier transit transport across the region. And Sushil Koirala, then the Nepalese Prime Minister, he was the main host of the event. And the 19th SARC summit was a scheduled diplomatic conference which was originally planned to be held in Islamabad, Pakistan on 15 to 19 November 2016 but got cancelled after an attack on Indian Army camp in Kashmir. Following the rising diplomatic tensions of the Uri terrorist attack, India announced its boycott of summit, alleging Pakistan's involvement in the attack. Later, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Maldives also pulled out of the summit, culminating in an indefinite postponement of the summit. Since then, no new SARC summit has been held. And there are few limitations as well. That means they are bound for something also. That is, unfortunately, due to persisting political differences, SARC has not much success, and it had good aims and principles. It has become weak in few years after it was formed because of the following reasons: mistrust among its members due to its past history, like relation between India and Pakistan, fear of Indian hegemony in the region, external influence in the region, etc., China, less means of finance to pull together for the development of the region. India constitutes almost 70% of the SARC's area and population, so it has to modify its role in SARC and should work and invest more than the other countries to strengthen SARC like Germany did for European Union. Now let us read about the SAFTA. This you have read in your chapter as well. So SAFTA was South Asian Free Trade. That means the SAARC companies signed one agreement where they promised and the formation of a free trade zone for the whole of the South Asia. Here the countries wanted to work for each other at the global level. A new chapter of peace and cooperation might evolve a South Asia if all the countries in the region allow free trade across the borders. This is the spirit behind the idea of SAFTA. The agreement was signed in 2004 and it was implemented on 1st January 2006. It also aims at lowering trade tariffs by 20% by 2007. But some of our neighboring countries fear that SAFTA is a way for India to invade their members, invade their markets and to influence their societies and politics through commercial ventures and a commercial presence in their countries. India thinks that there are real economic benefits for all from SAFTA, and that a region that trades more freely will be able to cooperate better on political issues. These are the countries, those who are the part of SARC: Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, India, Bangladesh, Maldives, Sri Lanka. That's all for SARC. Hope you all understood.